big, babe.
I see a mind blower.
Old Town is not Fun Spot.
Wait, huh? Old Town? Oh, that's whack. Well, Fun Spot Kissimmee is definitely right there because I see mind blower and Galaxy Spin.
Florida Plaza and then wind back
Hype.
around there.
Bro, Isaac, I don't think you should be sad about the Fabry booster, bro. This thing is flying. Oh my goodness. All right, good afternoon, Big Bear Bros. This is Ben Trevino. I'm here at Fun Spot Kissimmee, or more accurately, this is actually Old Town, which is adjacent to Fun Spot Kissimmee. We've had to exit the park to find Hurricane. So yeah, we're walking up to it right now. I'm trying to figure out where to go to enter. And the ride currently seems to be off, which is probably not a good thing. But we'll see. Okay, so small park experience note number 1. There are ride operators in every area, and you ask them to go operate a ride for you, which is interesting.
Well, it's because there's not many people. There's everybody.
It makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. There is literally nobody in this Old Town Section Park except us to ride Hurricane. So Hurricane. It's interesting.
And fun.
I was expecting like E.F. Myler's Kids Coasters, it to be kind of like that, and in a sense it was. But it was me and Mom were both laughing the entire ride just because it's so weird. Like I'd heard from some people that it was painful. I don't think it was ever painful. You just had to brace and really especially the banking. You had to
We didn't ride in the middle seat.
We did not ride in the middle car, but you really had to brace for some of those banking. But it was a lap bar, so it really wasn't too bad. That was very silly. I kind of enjoyed that though, honestly. So next, I believe next we're about to go do the go-karts. Maybe that's the nearest thing to us. So we will be doing both tracks. I'm not sure if I'll be able to talk to you in between tracks, but whatever, we'll find out. So yeah, go-karts next. Yeah. Everybody's going so fast. Okay, so Fun Spot go-karts. We did the Vortex track, which is the bigger one here at Fun Spot Kissimmee. Oh my goodness, that was the craziest go-kart track I think I've ever done. I wouldn't call myself a go-kart connoisseur by any means, but I've done a few in Houston. I've done Andretti's, which is electric go-karts that go super fast, and that was the craziest thing ever. They had a bank turn it was you went up a quintuple helix and then dropped into a bank turn. It was crazy. Every single time I went down the drop, I was fearing for my life. It was unbelievable. So, anyway, so now we're gonna try the other track, that being the Chaos track, I think it's called, which seems to be the smaller one. So hopefully I won't be afraid for my life. But Fun Spot Kissimmee, those go-karts are crazy. That might be next, I think. But first, we need to go to the bathroom. But so yeah, go-karts were fun. Mom used the term delightfully janky to describe Hurricane and these go-karts so far. So we'll see if Mind Blower continues that trend. Alright, so Mind Blower. Wow. That was really, really good. Everybody who said Mind Blower was unbearably rough, I disagree. I think it's shaky, but no more than a wooden coaster should be, in my opinion. The RMC 208 track was put in some great spots because there were a few times where I was watching a turn coming up and I was like, okay, this is about to be rough, and then it would switch to 208 and I'd be like, oh, nice. Well done. So, our RMC kind of cooked as well. But really, this is my first time trying a full-size Timberliner train. I'd ridden Kentucky Flyer. I'd ridden Kentucky Flyer, and I was not a fan of those. But they're smaller than normal. So I rode Mindblower, and I am a Timberliner fan. It was a really fun, really good train design. We got a photo for Mindblower, which I will throw up on screen now, and I also got a shirt. That combo with the if we bought the shirt, we also got a photo for free. So we did that. So it is turning night here at Fun Spot, and we still need to do Galaxy Spin and Sea Serpent. And then I would like to ride Mindblower one more time at full night before we go.
Okay.
So
You might have to ride that by yourself, but
that's fair.
it was super fun. Super fun.
Yeah. Anyway, so now let's see if we can get a ride operator to do a kids coaster for us.
Yeah, let's do Serpent. What is it?
Sea Serpent. Sea Serpent.
Yeah. Back in
All right, so we just got off of Sea Serpent, the only E&F Myler kids coaster. First of all, I love E&F Myler. They make some really, really funny rides, like Hurricane. So it was good, except for the chain lift, jolted us at the start. It was insane. I feel like every E&F Myler has that problem, but this one was almost especially bad. So yeah, another janky kids coaster to add to the count.
It's a legit drop for a kiddie coaster. Yeah, that
Yeah.
drop was pretty legit.
I would agree.
kind of wanted to scream. Yeah.
Yeah. So now we are getting in line for Galaxy Spin, which will be our last credit here at Fun Spot Kissimmee. So yeah, we'll get back to you guys when we're done with that. I'm not sure which one or what the difference is. So me and Mom we both sat on one side of the car, and we spun a lot. However, that thing somehow managed to be more uncomfortable than Hurricane and Sea Serpent, I would say.
Yeah.
At least for me. I don't know about you, but anyway. So, as per usual, Zamperla did not cook. So now we are walking.
You don't even know if it was theirs. You just said you weren't sure it was either.
Well, Reverchon is like a subsidiary or a subcontractor of Zamperla, so
okay.
either way, I'm blaming it on Zamperla. Anyway, so now we're heading back to Mindblower for probably my last ride of the night. I don't think Mom's gonna join me.
I don't know. We'll see.
Mindblower is crazy. But it is now, the sun has now fully set, so it is dark. So I am going to get a Mindblower night ride, which is kind of exciting. So, yeah, we'll get back to you guys after we are done with Mindblower for the third time tonight. Alrighty, so ended out the night there on Mindblower. What else, right? So I think the more times I rode it, the rougher I thought it was, which is weird, but also kind of makes sense. So at the end of the day, I take back what I said. It is a little shaky, but I don't think it by any means ruins the ride. And I love the layout, especially the first turn after the inversion. You just take that at breakneck speed. It is crazy. So my first ride was in the back row. My second ride was in the front row, and then this time I took the back again, and it was very good. I got some good airtime on the first airtime hill, so, and very good airtime on the drop. So yeah, but overall, Fun Spot Kissimmee. I had a pretty good time here. They had some fun rides. Hurricane was really interesting. Galaxy Spin was meh. Sea Serpent was a good kiddie coaster, and Mindblower is probably one of my favorite Woodies. I'll have to maybe throw my ranking up here on screen of where it places in my overall lineup. But I thought the go-karts were great. They were very intense. Well, the milder course wasn't nearly as intense, but the big course was very, very intense. So that was cool. They had a sky coaster here, but I wasn't really interested in doing an upcharge today, so we didn't do it. But it looks like it'd be great. It's 300 feet tall, so Giga Sky Coaster. So yeah, that's kind of all we did here. We were able to knock everything out in a few hours. There really wasn't too many people here. The ride operators were relatively efficient and very, very nice and very funny. So they were great too. So overall, I enjoyed my time at this park for what it was. And I guess tomorrow I'll continue this by going to Fun Spot Orlando. So yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. Good morning, Big Bear Bros. I am here at Fun Spot Atlanta. We are here today to ride
Air Force One.
Alrighty, good morning, Big Bear Bros. I am here at Fun Spot America Orlando. I wish I was at Fun Spot Atlanta. I love Air Force One. We are here today for a few hours before our flight leaves to ride all the coasters they have here and find out whether White Lightning or Mind Blower is better. More specifically, it's to solve the subtle beef we heard yesterday at IAPA between Gravity Group, GCI, and RMC. Details of which I may display on screen. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a great, quick day here at Fun Spot Orlando, and we'll get back to you guys when we're in the park. Alrighty, so I am here in Fun Spot Orlando. We have bought our day passes for our day here. First impressions, oh wait, the sun's in y'all's eyes, okay. First impressions, I already think this park looks a lot better than Fun Spot Kissimmee. It just kind of has a nicer look, nicer feel so far. I think it might be a bit smaller, but either way, I'm looking forward to riding a few rides here. We're going to start off with the go-karts. They have 4 tracks here, and I'm excited to see how they compare to the insanity of Fun Spot Kissimmee's go-kart tracks. So yeah, I will get back to you guys probably when we're off the go-karts, honestly. See you then. Okay, so I kind of lied. We did the America Funhouse, which is there right behind me. And it definitely got a little silly. It was Mom's first time in a funhouse in a while.
It was awesome. It was a delight.
It was very fun. So now I discovered that Sea Serpent is actually located over here in the go-kart area. So we're gonna ride Sea Serpent and then go to the go-karts, probably. So yeah, we'll talk to you guys after Sea Serpent.
But it wasn't a high lift hill. That's high lift hill.
All right, so that's Sea Serpent there. They had little bits of holiday theming inside the infield, if you could call it an infield. I like the theming. There were 2 little kids on the train with us who were very, very excited about that. It was kind of cool because it brought me back to my days riding the kiddie coaster at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, and that was where it all started for me. So part of me wonders if those kids are gonna end up being enthusiasts someday. But so yeah, now we're here at the Commander go-kart track. Actually, it has a bit of a line, so maybe we're gonna go to another go-kart track, but we'll find some go-karts and do that. Holly, guess. Holly? What? That's crazy. Alrighty, so we are done with both go-kart tracks that were open. There are 4 here, but it did not appear that the 2 smallest ones were open, which is okay. So the first one we did was Quad Helix, and that had some really nice helix turns with changes in elevation. And my experience on the track was good. But then I pulled back into the pit at the end of the race, and the kid behind me absolutely slams into my cart and almost gives me whiplash, truly. Anyway, so that was there. We saw a lot of that. There was a lot of people who were kind of just like bumping in the pit for no reason. A lot of people just kind of bumping in the pit for no reason. It was a little stupid. Like, use your brain, please. So then that was good. Then we went to the Commander track. And the Commander track is probably my favorite track that we've done at any of these Fun Spot parks. Because it had a really nice balance of intense sections and less intense sections, so the sequencing was great. And it had some really tight turns that you could just really whip your cart around. And I made a pretty good move to pass. I also had a really good cart, and I made a move to pass to lap a girl that, anyway, it would be too much to explain it, but it was a lot of fun. So that's all the go-karts we're gonna do. Now we're gonna move on to where I'm here behind the carousel, and White Lightning and Freedom Flyer are right there. So we're going to go ahead and do those next. Alrighty, so I kind of was a bad vlogger and did a few things before getting back to you guys. But we rode Freedom Flyer first in the back row, and it was honestly really good. I like the layout that they have here. It's very scenic with flying over the pathways and whatnot. The forces were very, very nice on the ride. It reminded me a lot of Dragon Flyer. Maybe better, maybe worse. I'll have to. That's still yet to be decided. But then we rode White Lightning for the first time in the back row, and wow. That was really, really good. I'm not always the biggest fan of GCI. They're a little hit or miss. But White Lightning was very good. Very smooth. Had a lot of some good airtime. It was better than Mystic Timbers, which if you know me, you know that I do not like I don't think Mystic Timbers is half as good as everybody says it is. But White Lightning was very good. It's still yet to be decided, I think, whether I like it more than Mind Blower. Just because I love Mind Blower's inversion, and it felt a bit more crazy. But either way, two pretty solid coasters they have here. So yeah, that's it for new things. It's right now 12:20, and my mom says she wants to leave the park at 2. So we're looking at probably more White Lightning rides because I really like that ride. Alrighty, so I'm here at still a Fun Spot. Oh, well, obviously, it's like I never left. 1:44 is the time. I believe we've just gotten off our last ride there on White Lightning. I finished with 8 rides total, which is pretty good. I feel like I've gotten a great feel for the coaster. It honestly was far beyond my expectations. I was not expecting it to have the variety and amount of forces it had. I was not expecting it to be this smooth, being in Florida and whatnot. So a very pleasant surprise here at Fun Spot Orlando, in White Lightning especially. Freedom Flyer, a great supporting coaster, and then they also have their go-kart tracks that are really fun. So I've really enjoyed my time here, truly. It's just, it's a small park, but it's probably, I haven't visited too many small parks, but it's probably my favorite small park that I visited. It's got solid atmosphere. The rides are fun, especially for Ace members. The prices are fair. I mean, we were able to get our money's worth very easily with the 50% discount that we got with our Ace membership. So thank you, Ace, and thank you, Fun Spot, for that. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Fun Spot Orlando, and I guess Kissimmee was also in this video. So 2 solid parks. Will I make it back here again? Maybe, maybe not. I'd love to re-ride both White Lightning and Mind Blower someday, but we'll see. Anyway, so now I've just got the flight home, and yeah, that'll be it for the Florida trip. So without anything else to say, this is Ben Trevino signing off for the Big Bear Bros.